Welcome back, my friends. I am so happy you are here. If you remember 2 videos back, we did a major declutter in our upstairs loft. And if you watched to the end of that video, you got to see the mess I made down here. A lot of that clutter shifted to our downstairs island to either be donated, sold, or just put away in its home because it was in the wrong spot up there. So, we are also going to get caught up on some chores that fell to the wayside, like laundry, dishes, while I was working upstairs on that project. And so this video will be appropriately called The Aftermath of Decluttering. Yesterday, y'all, okay, I've tried it before, but my washer does have a delayed start on it. And I tried it one day, and I did it wrong, and it didn't start. But y'all, I did it. Last night, I loaded the washing machine, everything at 10 o'clock at night. I hit the delay start, and if you have one of these, this is why I'm showing it, so you know how to do it. And then you hit delay start, and it says 1. And you just hit that, and that's how many hours you're delaying. So mine will actually delay up to 24 hours. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I am doing 2 loads a day because your girl is behind. A load a day keeps the monster pile away, but life happens. To get caught up, I do 2 loads a day. I don't stress about the monster pile. When you do 2 loads a day, that monster pile surprisingly goes down pretty quick. So, and then you don't get burnt out on laundry. Tips with Shannon. What made that delay start so cool, I woke up, it was a late start. Look, I haven't even gotten ready for the day. And I sat down, I drank my coffee, and it clicked on, and it was like I didn't have to do anything because I am not a morning person. I tried. You should have already seen this video. We decluttered the loft area, but in the process, we took the stuff that was leaving the house and brought it here. Right now it's 9:23. We normally start our homeschool day at 9:30. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna make the kids and I some breakfast and then we'll get started. It's time for breakfast. And ignore the mess because we just don't have it together over here. I don't keep up with Fly Lady as well as I would like to, but one thing I really did pick up from her system was just small burst cleaning. You know, the swish and swipe, the sink shine, finding time to do just those small tasks I have learned to apply just into everyday cleaning like you see me doing here, where I've got to cook breakfast, but let me go ahead and wipe down this counter real quick. And eventually those small bursts add up. Before Fly Lady, I was kind of an all or nothing kind of cleaning. If I couldn't take up the whole space right then and there, I just did nothing. And I saved it until I could. So it's no wonder my house would become so overwhelming. It was trying the Fly Lady system that really helped me break away from that mentality. I don't keep up with it as much as I would like to, but there were some good takeaways that I do keep up with. So now I really try to plug in short cleaning tasks as I'm doing my normal day-to-day stuff. For instance, clearing the bathroom counter while I'm brushing my teeth, pop a load in laundry after my first cup of coffee. As I get dressed for the day, I pick up clothes on the floor and put them in the hamper. And having these little chores that are connected to things that I do every day has really helped me do a better job at staying on top of things that I need to get done. There's still a lot of improvement I need to make, but thank you, Fly Lady, for helping me make those neuro connections. When trying to get the girls to downside on their book stash, I told them I would help try and sell some of the sets that they had collected. So this is me taking pictures to post on Marketplace. I even had some emotion letting these go, just thinking of how much they enjoyed them, and part of me thought about hanging on to them for their kids, but I just had to remind myself that they are done with them, and storing and managing them for the next decade or 2 is not worth it. For all the other non-sets, we did give half-price books a go, and I'll share with you here how that went. I'm at HEB right now, waiting to pick up my groceries, and just wanted to update that half-price books was a waste of an hour of my time. So we didn't end up selling our books there. Grace was trading in her dork diaries, and she wants to save her money from those. So we're going to try selling those on Facebook Marketplace. All the other books that I posted on Marketplace sold. So I'm not really sure why the dork diaries aren't selling, because those usually do pretty well. But I did end up buying from half-price books, of course. I'm like, they're so sneaky that way. So let's do a mini haul. Okay, the first books I got were these Hey Jack books. And we did the Billy B. Brown books for the girls. These are great early readers. Kind of when they're past storybooks, and getting into chapter books, they're really easy to read. And they're almost like I'd probably say level 2 or 3 readers. And then they're chapter books. So it's like just a really great way to build confidence. Making sure they're not walking down with my order. Then I got this because it was on sale. I actually checked this book out from the library, and I have been reading it. I'm about halfway through it. So I'm going to take that one back to the library. It has so many good little nuggets. And so if you're struggling with disappointments in your life, and maybe you've hit rock bottom in your relationships or just in your personal life, this is a good one. And then I found my calendar for next year, and actually it started in August of 2022. So I can actually trade out the one that I'm almost done with for this year and put this one, and it's magnetic. It was only $4.99. So it had to come home with me. If you've been around a while, that's how I do my meal planning. Did not make any money, only spent it. Isn't that how it always goes? But I'm going to get these groceries, and I'll see you back at the house a little bit later while we take care of the rest of that clutter. Everything that's left here, it just needs to be put away. And it's literally been sitting here for days. We actually only have about 15-20 minutes until we have to go to ball game practice. So I'm gonna make it my goal for the next 20 minutes to knock this out. So let's talk clutter shifting for a moment. Honestly, my strategy for upstairs was to have the kids just help me bring stuff down that needed to come down, and then I would sort through it, group it, put it away. Some of our everyday stuff also got mixed in here, which didn't help. But ultimately, this took me 18.6 minutes. That's the amount of footage I had doing this. So it wasn't that bad. Sure, I could have done the touch it once rule and brought it downstairs and put it away right away, but I really appreciated having the fresh little legs help me going up and down the stairs. So this just worked better for this particular project. I do advocate for the touch it once. That has been another tip I have picked up from you guys, and I've passed along to my kids. So we're all trying to practice that a little bit better, so we're not clutter shifting. But in this particular declutter project, it just was unavoidable, and that's okay too. Not 100%, but 20 minutes better. Well, I woke up this morning and I come out and Steven has totally finished cleaning this island. He didn't know that I was in the middle of filming. But we are certainly not gonna get upset about that. You will never see me complain about somebody taking a load off me. But we do have some breakfast mess and a little bit extra decluttering around the counters, and so we're going to take care of that. We got some dishes in the sink. We're going to do those and put those away. So let's get it done. And y'all, I don't know what it is with us and breaking cabinet stuff, but tell me, how am I going to fix that? How am I going to fix that? Yeah, ignore the dirty cabinets. We will take care of that. So yay. That'll probably be like that for another 2 years. We'll just store this back here. I don't know what it is about us and breaking cabinet fronts, but it had been kind of cracked for a while, and just one day it said enough is enough. So I have no idea how to fix that. And it's kind of like, you know, you can't go to the store and just buy a new cabinet front to match the color and the style. So it's kind of like you have to replace all the cabinet fronts. And there's just no money in the budget for that right now. We still haven't fixed the bathroom one. Although I did order a new box for that one and just have to put the front on it and the guides, and we'll fix that. But yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna do that. So it's probably gonna sit like that for a while until we either have it in the budget to replace all the cabinet fronts or find somebody who can repair it. I don't know. Future Shannon here, and I am still happy to report that I had a friend. Hi Karen, I know she watches these videos. Her husband just retired and he has offered to help us try and fix that front. So thank you, Karen. Apparently, I am not the only one whose cabinets fall apart in such a way. So there is a way to fix it. And let's give 2 cheers for friends who are handy and kind enough to help you out. And don't you just love people leaving empty packages or 1 cookie left in the package? Ay, ay, ay. I needed desperately to take a moment to organize this pantry because I had some small appliances that I needed to clear off my counter and put away. And there was a lot of poorly used space in that pantry. And y'all are going to love this next clip. We are replacing, once again, another door compartment of the refrigerator. I don't even want to add up how much money I have spent in replacing these plastic parts, but they just do not make them to last. So frustrating, and they're not cheap. They're like $30 a piece, which I think is ridiculous. It's just one of those necessary evils. You know, space in the fridge is precious, and all these condiments, I really do prefer having all grouped together in the door so you can easily see what you have. So it just is what it is. It felt so good to finally clear off these counters. I was really trying to simplify the amount of appliances I have out. What appliances do y'all keep out on your counter? Right now it is my toaster, which I would like to rehome, our Keurig and espresso maker, and then this Ninja Foodie, which I use every day and is so heavy, so that cannot go anywhere. It has to stay out on the counter. I would store the toaster elsewhere, but A, it produces a lot of crumbs anytime you move it, and B, we use it enough that I feel like I justify keeping it out. But what do y'all keep out on your counters? Curious minds want to know. And then for your other small appliances, where do you store them? How do you store them? I need ideas because they really do take up a lot of space. The other problem area I have is this hot spot. I don't know what it is about us in this hot spot. I actually have a junk drawer that all this stuff could technically go in, but my family just doesn't do it. And a lot of it's just trash. P.S. Give me a heart emoji if you remember when we made this little stand for our candle warmer. This is the way I've been making my own wax melts for the little wax burner. You just take boiling water and put it in here and it'll melt some wax. And when it cools, it will solidify on top into like a little disc that you can break up and put it into the little wax melt thing, and then you just dump the water out. The wax and water don't mix. So it's really cool. It's also handy because I can light the candle and have the wax warmer on at the same time, and I'm not blending a whole bunch of different scents. It's all one scent. So that's just a handy tip from me to you. Do y'all find watching people do dishes relaxing? I love watching people do dishes. It's just so satisfying. I definitely prefer watching people do it than actually doing it myself. It's not near as satisfying as doing it in person. It's also the last chore that I do when cleaning the kitchen. I literally put it off to the very end. That said, I have learned one thing from you guys that has made doing dishes a little bit less painful, and that is not rinsing my dishes before putting them in the dishwasher. I'm hand washing these. These aren't going in the dishwasher. I already have the dishwasher going at this point. But when I do load the dishwasher, I just put the dirty dish, no rinsing, still has grease and food particles on it. I do remove bigger chunks that won't wash down a drain, but basically straight off, getting done eating, scraping the plate in the trash, straight into the dishwasher. It has been a game changer and it saves so much time. Y'all told me that the dishwasher will clean it. And in fact, for the dishwasher detergent to work as it should, it needs those food particles on the dishes to stick to. So, thank you guys for that one. And if you guys are still rinsing your dishes, basically washing them before you put it in the dishwasher, I challenge you to try this. I'm sure not all dishwashers are created equal, but try it. The worst thing that's going to happen is you have to wash it again. So give it a try, report back to me, and let me know how it did. I use just generic dishwasher tabs. I think it's the store brand of the Cascade tabs, and it works fantastic. Fantastic. So, what is your favorite chore, and what is your least favorite chore to do around the house? A daily chore. For me, it would have to be a tie between cleaning toilets and doing dishes. Not crazy about those two chores, so I tend to put them off. But I do love laundry. Hello, Wet Belly crew in the house. Anyway, I do enjoy laundry. I don't know what it is about it, but there's nothing like having 3 loads of laundry that I can dump out on my bed, sit in front of the TV, watch a show, and fold. Like, I just enjoy it. I could do that all day. If you made it to this point in the video, go ahead and let me know down below 3 positive things that happened to you in the last day or two. It can be anything small, like you got a full 8 hours of sleep, or it could be you won the Mega Millions lottery. Doesn't matter, big or small. For me, it was we got to go camping with our church family, so we got to hang out with friends. It's our favorite camping trip of the year. We do it every year. We also got to reunite with my husband's parents. They had been in Italy for their 50th anniversary, and we got to have saltgrass dinner with them, and just the cool temperatures just give me the warm, fuzzy feelings of fall that I always appreciate. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Go say something kind to yourself, and we will see you in the next one.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking.